I want to start the pod with something pretty funny.
What?
I want to start the pod with something pretty stupid, pretty funny. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Oh wait, let me get the title of this. Sorry. We are live, by the way. We're on YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
All right, word.
I was on our YouTube.
Oh, can you see if my voice sounds good in that?
Yeah.
And make sure you're not muted.
You're like really quiet now.
I'm like really quiet now?
I know.
Like how's really quiet?
Compared to me.
Compared to you.
Like I'm really loud or you're really quiet.
How about now? Well, you say something, because it might be. I turned.
Right, hang on. There's the delay. So
yeah.
It's also frozen.
Yeah, I know. It was frozen for a second because I was adjusting the settings, and when I click out of Discord, even if it's like still up, it won't. It'll be frozen on YouTube.
Gotcha. You're still quiet compared to me, but not like too quiet.
All right, I'll turn myself up then. How about now? I guess. Oh, wait a second. All right. Everyone who is, I guess you're probably the only one who's live, but everyone else is live, just getting some.
It says 2 watching right now, so.
Right. I mean, I can go back to the settings and make my. Is this too loud? Louder? Good.
That sounds louder, yeah.
But definitely loud. Like you're definitely louder. You know what I mean?
Hang on.
Oh, all right. Now it looks like the YouTube's frozen.
Yeah, you should be fine.
All right. I'm good?
Yeah, you're fine.
All right. We'll get recording in 1 second. All right. Let's get started. You ready?
Yep.
All right. Let's get started in 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to the Wise Guys Podcast. I'm your host, Brady Fitzgerald, joined as always by my co-host, Chris Hagan.
How you guys doing?
I can hear again, Chris. I'm not just listening about myself yelling at things. My mic's fixed. We didn't even upload the pod from Friday.
It was a tough scene.
It was a tough Thursday.
Very tough
Thursday
scene.
night. We tried to sneak it in right after the Seahawks game. It was too rushed. That was the issue. It doesn't have our perfection that we normally get.
No.
Anyways, our Wise pick sucked, but we'll get to that. We'll get to that in a second. Chris, whatever happened? Remember back in the day, you'd take a test, and then the next day the teacher would go, "Well, we can't learn anything new. You just took a test." Whatever happened to that? I miss those.
Went to college. That's what happened.
I know. It's like I feel like they should just cancel classes after our tests. Just like one. You get we have 2 classes a week, 3 classes a week. Cancel one of them. Give us a break.
No, I agree. I took an exam today and I realized that it was the first time since junior year of high school that I actually had written out an essay. My forearm is killing me. Like it's been 2-3 years since I've done that. And I was halfway through my essay, like, I don't know how I'm gonna finish this. My hand is like almost cramping.
I have to do that tomorrow
My
morning.
forearm is sore.
For the first time since like junior year of high school, I took a Scantron, like the green bubble Scantron. I was like looking at this like, holy crap. Like, I didn't know these things still existed.
I know, it's like a whole new world.
Yeah, once you go back to it in paper, it's all new world. But that being said, why they at least don't have to teach us a new subject the day after a test.
I mean, yeah, you could always just take a day off yourself.
That is true.
Hey, I earned this one.
Yeah. Give yourself a pat on the back. You got it. Anyways.
And then catch up the next week.
Anyways, things we didn't catch up on was our wise picks. They were terrible, Chris. Pretty awful from all of us.
So I was 500. I wasn't too bad.
Yeah, but we only had 3 picks. How can you
but one push.
With 3 picks?
The Bengals pushed.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's lame. That's cheating. Anyway, all right.
Regardless, we won 1 pick out of 6.
Yes,
which isn't very good.
It wasn't a good look for our guys, but it was a weird week, honestly. And we'll start off with the London game, the first game of Sunday. I mean, I told you this was a win-win. I bet on the Jets. It's not my fault. You can't blame me for betting on the Jets.
You know? I'd never understood this reasoning because you bet on the Jets and now you look like a fool.
Yeah, but if I would look really, really good if they won, didn't they? And then to be fair, it was a close game. Now that I'm thinking about it, the Falcons probably should have been favored by about 7 anyway. So we'll call that a win. Call that a cover.
I have nothing to say about this game because I was asleep for it.
Oh, I didn't watch it.
I woke up.
I won't even lie.
Right before 1 o'clock. So I didn't even. I forgot it was happening. Honestly.
The only thing I know is like Kyle Pitts did well, and Cordell Patterson apparently is like really good. So cool. And they also just hate Mike Davis and never want to give him the ball. But whatever.
Jets are still bad.
Yeah, Jets are still trash. Apparently they almost came back in the end, which would have been a classic Falcons moment. So
yeah, honestly.
So honestly,
it's like the immovable object versus the unstoppable force. Like the Falcons blowing leads versus the Jets who just can't win at all in any circumstance.
The thing when I woke up is I saw the score and I was like, I didn't miss anything. Like if I woke up for this game, it just would have been pointless.
Mm-hmm. I would have fallen back asleep, I think.
Yeah.
After like the second drive of the game.
Yeah. So congrats to the Falcons for winning 2 games.
Yeah, I guess. Good job. They've beaten the Jets and the Giants.
Yep.
In New York.
Yep. Kings of New York, the Falcons. New York. All right. Anyways, your pick, your lock. You got the. I don't remember what the final score of this game was.
They won by at least 2 touchdowns, which is what I said.
I was about to say, yeah, they.
And I got a little bit of help with Barkley snapping his ankle,
and Daniel Jones
which looked a lot worse than So, I still think they would have won and covered easily if those guys remained in, because it's not like Daniel Jones is good, and the Giants' offense doesn't even look that much better with Saquon in there. But it did help a little bit.
This game, the introduction of how to use Kadarius Toney, he looked shifty on every play.
Yeah. Well, last week he had a nice game too, but this week it was like he's getting the ball all the time. Until he tried to smack some guy in the head and got tossed.
What I don't understand is how did the Giants have Sterling Shepard, the guy from last year, the guy Slayton, Tony, and now Kenny Golladay, and yet still like C.J. Board and John Ross and Kyle Anderson or Kyle Rudolph are catching passes. Like, how is this happening? How do they all just get injured?
I don't know. When they showed that graphic and it was Jones, Barkley, and Golladay all were out, I was like, that's, I didn't hate the Giants so much I would feel bad.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, if
Is
I didn't hate the
Shepard?
Giants,
Where is Shepard? Is he still on the team? Because he was
he got a
good week
hamstring. I
one.
had him in fantasy. He had a hamstring injury
Oh, okay.
versus the Falcons, and then has not seen the field since. So
That's what he does every year.
I know. My fantasy team's going to shit. Like
Yeah, you're
really
telling
bad.
me. I think I've scored under 100 3 weeks in a row. So
The Cowboys, they are a well-oiled machine. And if they
I would not go that far.
on the offense,
Okay.
on offense, their defense still is bad. I love how they think Trayvon Diggs is like the greatest corner of all time, just because he gets interceptions.
Mm-hmm. I didn't realize that thing you sent me that he's on pace to give up like the most receiving yards in a season by a cornerback ever.
Yeah.
It's kind of like sacks with a D lineman, where it's like that's the stat
it's
that
such a
people
prominent
look at.
stat where it's like, oh, he's a good player. Look at all of his picks.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And there's these players in the league, like Trayvon Diggs, that just know how to get interceptions.
Well, there's also another part of it where he's getting the ball thrown at him so much because he sucks that like he's bound to get interceptions at some point.
Yeah, I know.
Which like 7 interceptions is a lot.
Not saying it's not bad, but and also on this post it says most penalties in the NFL, and then on pace for the most single season, like by a thing. So I don't know. He's really stretching the fact of defensive player of the year on that. So
yeah,
but it's Cowboys fans. Like, what do you expect?
Mm-hmm.
It's exactly what they're going to do every week, and when he gets a pick next week, they're going to be like, oh, defensive player of the year. So whatever. Anyways, Panthers. This was dumb.
This was a tough look for us, really.
This was dumb.
I don't know how it happened.
I know. I can tell you how it happened. Sam Darnold thought he was back on the Jets. I forget who I was listening to. Someone said, maybe it was the Kelly Green of the Eagles. He just made him think of the Jets. I think it did because he sucked. He sucked balls.
They need McCaffrey back badly.
Yeah, because and this just showed you without the best safety blanket in the league, like if you pressure Sam Darnold and get him to be throwing, he'll throw it right to you.
This was a game where it's like, so he's not actually that much better. He just had the opportunity of playing 2 of the worst teams in the NFL.
3? They played the Jags too, didn't they?
They played.
Oh no, was that the Broncos that played all 3 of them?
Yeah, no, that was the Broncos.
Played all 3 of them.
The one when they beat the Saints, who are not one of the worst teams, but we'll get to them later. But yeah, and having like the best backfield weapon in the NFL, and now that he's gone, and they're playing decent teams, and the Eagles aren't even good. That's the other thing.
That's why I thought the lock was there.
Horrendously bad. Yeah, that's not a good look for Sam.
No, not at all.
That's a game that Jets fans watch and are like, okay, so I don't feel bad anymore.
Yeah, I would think so. Especially those picks were terrible. Terrible, terrible picks. Mm-hmm. Like, threw it right to the guy. So, yeah, I would agree with the Jets get some hope that at least Sam Darnold's not just a god that got let onto the Panthers.
Yeah, but that was a tough game.
Hey, now we just gotta wait. We gotta wait for our team to get healthy.
Mm-hmm.
That's defense isn't allowing Jalen Hurts to do that once they're healthy.
Yeah, just injuries.
Yeah. All right.
My next one, the Bengals. What a circus of a game that was. Like back and forth, missed kicks, stupid. Terrible plays on offense. I don't even know what to say about it. I'm just glad that I didn't lose the pick. But I should have won it at the same time, but I also should have lost it. So I don't know. I'll take a tie. It should have ended in a tie. The game.
It should have ended in a tie. Like this was
that game had the most tie energy that I've ever seen.
Yeah. When the kicker thought he made it, I did feel bad.
That was tough.
That was
another tough look.
That was very tough to watch. The Bengals are low key kind of good.
They are good.
They
put together good drives on offense. Their defense isn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Jamar Chase is excellent.
Just makes plays.
He does, and
He's one of those guys where Burrow just trusts him so much that he'll throw it up to him
I
at
guess
like
that's
any
why you
point,
drafted
and he
him,
goes
right?
and makes plays.
That's
Yeah.
why you drafted him, because you knew that they already have this stuff. And T. Higgins looks good. Did his touchdown get called back? I could have sworn he got a touchdown.
Higgins? I
I
don't
don't know,
think
but
he scored.
I don't know. He looks good. Samaje Perine looked fine for Joe Mixon, which that was bullshit. I didn't start Joe Mixon because they're like, all week he's gonna be out, and then they're like, oh, he's healthy, and I was like, I don't trust. I know fantasy. I don't trust him. And then all of a sudden he's getting goal line carries. I'm like, why is he getting goal line carries? He was injured all week. I was livid, but it is what it is. The Packers. I feel like Mason Crosby has these games every year.
And then when you see him on the sideline too, and everyone has the same reaction where it's just like, this guy is so old. No wonder he's missing kicks. He literally looks like he's 70 years old.
When you look at him on the sideline, he looks like a physics professor. Someone like that should not be playing football right now. And look, I
give
get
him a
they're
button
kickers,
down and some glasses.
I get it, they're kickers, but like kickers get old too, man. They got to get to a point.
I mean, yeah, look at Vinatieri.
I know.
Vinatieri was terrible last year. And he went, like, quickly, too. He went from being the most reliable guy in history.
Just like that.
To just being awful.
But
and then
that being said, if I'm a Packers fan, I look at this and I go, well, Mason Crosby does this once a year. So I guess we got it out of the way.
And he just won you a game in San Francisco with a 50-yard kick.
Yeah.
Earlier in the year. It's good that he's got it out of the way.
Stupid.
Right.
It was not fun. That wasn't even fun to watch.
I mean, it was a roller coaster, but I
at the end of the game,
like,
it was so long, and when you get to an overtime that's that long, you just get to, it's already 4:00 is starting. It's like, all right, let's get this game out of here. Like, I was still watching it, and because it's red zone, and that's technically the most pivotal part of it. So we don't get to see any other 4:00 games until that stupid game's over. I'm like, I don't even care about these kicks anymore. Just let's see who wins.
I had a great time watching it. I thought it was very entertaining.
And then, of course,
because you just knew that they were gonna miss. It was just every time it was like, here it comes, and they did. And it was until the very end.
Joe Burrow threw the pick, and I was like, oh, that's a bad beat. Like, Chris is out. I thought it was gonna be pick six, and then it's not pick six, and then it's just they missed a field goal, and I'm like, all right, well, I guess they're back in it. And then
they got knocked back. Like the first two plays they ran, lost them 10 yards.
Oh, I know.
And then they missed the kick.
It was so stupid.
It really was stupid. The Bengals kicker too. You know, every home game they've played this year, he's had a game-winning field goal except for this one, and he had the chance to do it again twice.
That's rough.
So, yeah, it sucks. Like, imagine being a season ticket holder and you just keep going to the game, and the game is just the same game every week. It's like it's a close game, and then it's like, all right, we have the ball at the end. Game-winning kick, and you go home happy.
Yeah.
This is the first week where it hasn't worked out for him.
I guess that's better than it being the fifth week and it hasn't worked out for him.
Yeah.
Man, I am looking at it. One score game. That was they did blow out the Steelers. That was good. And then the one score game against the Jets.
Yeah, not at home though.
That's true.
It's always at home. They are gonna tie by the end of the year.
They have to.
It's bound to happen.
They have to. They are just a team that ties, and it's because they tied last year. They'll just be the team.
No, they've tied. I feel like they tied more. They tied the Redskins in London a couple years ago. They tied the Eagles a couple years ago. They tied last year. They it's not a fluke. It's not recency bias. They tie a lot.
I didn't know that. We got to check on how many ties they have. I'm sure it's pretty easy to find that. That should be a bet. We should have the Bengals tie next year. Bet. Lock it in.
What are the odds? Yeah.
All right. My last pick was my
Hang on, wait. I just looked it up. They've tied since 2008. They've tied 1, 2, 3, 4 times.
Damn.
That's a lot of ties for.
Yeah. For
it's 12 years. That's once every 3 years. Like, ties are not common.
No, not at all. All right. The Patriots.
Anyway, sorry.
No, you're good. The Patriots was my next pick. I was ready to hop on this podcast just like to say goodbye. I was like, all right, we lost to Davis Mills. We'll never win anything ever again. I was getting ready to like, why did we deserve this? We only won 6 Super Bowls. Like, we don't deserve losing to the Texans. We didn't lose. It doesn't mean it. It doesn't mean that all those feelings go away all of a sudden. This team is not good.
You said that even if they didn't cover, you would be like, if they won and didn't cover, you'd still be kind of depressed.
I am.
So is that how we're feeling?
The only thing that I think is cool, I'm like, oh, I mean, technically it's a 14-point comeback, like sweet, but it's against the fucking Texans, so why does it matter? Like, I don't know. I guess if you want to look at like, great, Davis Mills looked good, cool. I guess looking up for them, but like Chris Conley is like catching touchdowns, and Chris Moore are touching. Like, they haven't played in the NFL in like years, and like they're catching these long touchdown passes against my team, who just traded their best corner for a 6th-round pick. So I don't like. What do you add? This team is not good. I don't. And people who are saying that it's good on Twitter just makes me even more mad. Like, oh, like give it a break, whatever. No, there's no breaks. This team is not good. There should be no point where you're down 22-9 to the Texans.
The best part about this game, I think, is like Belichick's coming in with the stat against rookie quarterbacks, where every time he plays a rookie quarterback, they win easily.
Every time he plays a rookie quarterback.
Well, because the trend has continued. Like, even last year when they weren't all that, like, the good Patriots teams, and it's Davis Mills that's the one who, like, finally has a good game.
No, he looked excellent. He looked great. He missed 8 passes.
He looked great.
And I thought, like, at least if we were going to lose, like, Mark Ingram would gas us or Phillip Lindsay. But it was freaking Davis. Like, I did not expect this coming. I did not see this coming. It was a complete and utter.
It's what you get for. It's what we get for giving up on him. He came in and just shat on your team.
Definitely back. Davis Mills is definitely back in our good grades. He is a Hall of Famer for sure.
What were the Texans doing on that punt?
That was.
I've watched that play at least like 5 times, and also, I just have no idea.
That stupid punt has to happen for us to win.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that has to happen for us to beat the goddamn Texans.
Right.
And I'm sure there's growing pains. Like, the red zone offense still is completely stupid. Josh McDaniels came out today and said, I have full faith in Mac Jones. It's like, then show it. Don't throw 3 screen passes to Brandon Bolden. And can we just sign someone? Because Harris clearly ain't it. This guy can't stay on the field.
Mm-hmm.
And he gets an injury every time where he has half the production he's supposed to have in fantasy. And then I'm like, well, there's always next half, but there's never a next half because he always leaves the game for some injury. This time he had a chest injury. It's like last time he has a hamstring injury. That motherfucker's never reliable. He fumbles in the end zone like 3 times already this year. I can't take it anymore. Just get someone in there that can run the football straight forward and go. He went untouched in the end zone and fumbled it. Also, that was a bullshit call. But how did you fumble that?
I don't know what player you're talking about. I don't think I saw it.
At the beginning, he gets a second rushing touchdown of the game. I'm looking stellar in fantasy and my heart, my feelings, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh, the ball might have come out loose, and it comes out like either milliseconds before it crosses the line. That's apparently what the ref thought, or while it was in the end zone, and they gave it to the Jaguars.
Damn.
Yeah.
The Jaguars, they gave it to?
Nope, they gave it to the Texans. The reason why I said the Jaguars is because they had a similar play, only I don't remember who they gave it to. So I'm not allowed to be mad because I don't know who they gave the ball to.
The red zone offense to me makes no sense because you went out and you signed 2 tight ends.
Yeah, and then decided not to use them.
Pass catchers. That to me makes no sense, especially as a John New fantasy owner.
Yeah. And now Hunter Henry is like getting 6 targets a game, and he did like before, but he wasn't like, I don't know. Now it's my fantasy team is terrible.
That's what the real problem is. You're just like deflecting from the actual problem, which is your fantasy team just sucks.
Yes,
Because this rant would not take place. You wouldn't be ripping Damian Harris this much if he wasn't on your fantasy team.
No, I would. I'm tired of seeing that guy getting injured. I like him a lot, but God, he cannot stay on the field. And why the hell is Brandon Boulding like? He made a good play, to be honest. He made a great pitch play that helped save the game. But why is he getting plays? Sign anyone.
Who else do you have?
Anyone on the free agent market is better.
Early.
Sure, bring him in. Sony would have been better. I saw a tweet. I saw a tweet. It was like, we miss Sony Michel way more than we miss Cam Newton. I was like, yeah, hell yeah, preach, brother. We 100% do. I'll never forgive them getting rid of my star boy. Right. Anyways, that's my pay. They're not a good team. Yeah. I don't want them to see. I don't want them to get any more respect. They're gonna get clapped by the Cowboys next week because they don't have any corners. Maybe because they traded them for fucking nothing. Sorry.
What's surprising is the Pats only opened as a 4-point dog against the Cowboys.
That is surprising. I like the boys.
So I don't. Smells off, but. It
does smell a little off.
My last one.
Oh, wait. Before we move on, Matt Judon is the hero of Boston now.
Yeah.
Everyone loves him there. I think he's great, too. He's the only one that produces on the defense. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, sorry. Had to get it in there.
I'm just going to keep losing on the Cardinals, I think, until they actually reveal. I mean, Trey Lance, first of all, Trey Lance looked terrible. He sucks. But that one
bust.
But the one play where he got stopped at like the 1-inch yard line, that was the difference in the game.
Yep.
And that should have been a touch. If he reaches the ball out, it's a touchdown.
Why didn't he? Why did he go low? He's small.
I don't know. But he literally had I think 5 4th downs that they went for, and they only got one of them. So it was just a bad, like their offense is just bad. So I don't know. Maybe I should have made sure that Trey Lance wasn't playing before I made the pick, but I still felt good about it, and they still had a pretty good shot. They just could not convert a 4th down to save their life. Would you think with like a running quarterback, that would be what you're best at? Like the Ravens never miss 4th downs. They have a fast quarterback and a good line and good running backs.
It's Trey Lance's first game. Why is he getting 16 design or carries? I'm sure 15 of them were design runs.
Mm-hmm.
Like, don't you want to protect your guy?
I don't know.
Also, would you want to trade 2 picks up to get Trey Lance? 2 first-round picks up to trade Trey Lance? Or would you rather just sit back and take Mac Jones? Just saying.
At this point, it's looking like they should have taken Mac Jones. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a little early, I think, to make that call.
Well, when Mac Jones drops 50 on the Cowboys, it'll be... Anyways, no, this 49ers team is really weird. And you'd think in a game where their rookie quarterback is starting for the first time, their running backs would get more than the most was 9 carries, and the other one was just all 1.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I don't know.
It was a weird game. I think Shanahan's just overrated at this point.
I think he's losing it, man.
I think he is losing it. Too many blown leads.
We can talk about, because there's something with all these coaches, and we'll move on. You want to move on to the Bills Chiefs because that's where I'm bringing this up.
Sure.
They're too cutesy with it, man. Why are they too cute with it? Just score the freaking football. Talking
about Andy Reid?
Andy Reid, Kyle Shanahan, I think, does the same thing. And Cliff does it to a degree, but Kyler Murray is just, I think, literally too good. He just breaks him. But, like, the Chiefs, if you do the thing where 5 people go up to the line of scrimmage and pretend to hike it,
mm-hmm.
You got to win the football game. Now you just look like an absolute ass clown.
They're just like clowning around because that's what they like to do to teams, and then they get stomped at home.
Yeah, this is.
And the other thing about those stupid plays that they run is it goes to Kelsey every time.
Oh, I know.
Literally every time they run one of those like weird, they're not even trick plays. They're just like trying to confuse the defense, and it goes to Kelsey every single time.
Oh, I know.
So that's what I don't get. It's like I don't know anything about football compared to coaches, but I think when you're watching film, you would see that. Like, hey, he's probably getting the ball.
Also, when you're watching film, you'd think like, all right, and this is just me. If I'm trying something, it's just to like if I think I'm so good at something that I'm gonna fuck around while I'm doing it, I gotta make sure I'm good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're down, or you're down to the Bills, and this team wants to rip your head off after what they did in the playoffs, just score the football, man. Just throw it deep against them. Use Tyreek Hill, use Travis Kelce, because even without all the cute stuff, you can just like anything can work on that Chiefs offense.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you become too cute with it, where you think like it's a paradox where everything works, but then when you think everything works, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm.
So they just gotta play football.
They look bad though.
They do. They have no running game whatsoever.
Well,
Their
even like
defense sucks.
Mahomes was missing throws the whole game. I don't think I've seen him look as bad as he did at night. Just in terms of missed throws.
Yeah.
Like he's usually a guy where he drops back and they get pressure on him, and you're like, he's still going to complete a pass because that's who he is. He would do like he just wasn't doing it, which is a high standard to live up to. But he looked way off.
Of course, Mahomes, he can run, but he can't run like Josh Allen can.
Mm-mm.
So when you have no running game, it doesn't it's not to your advantage to not have a running game. Where the Bills, I feel like they knew in this season going in, like they weren't really having a running game. Their running game is still Josh Allen. So I don't know. There's definitely a problem with this Chiefs team, though.
Yeah, drop passes too. The whole game, everybody was dropping. Hill's drop pass led to a pick six. Their defense can't stop anything.
And the fumbles. Just keep fumbling.
Yeah, those are good though. That week one loss, I think, was a complete fluke to the Steelers.
Yeah,
I think they're talking about a well-oiled machine. That they are the definition of a well-oiled machine.
And the Bills, like you just look at their players, and it's like, well, this makes sense. If you have five top picks all on defensive linemen, well, you're gonna get a lot of pressure. And
well, that doesn't work for every team.
That is true. It worked for 1 year for your team, but
yeah, half a year maybe.
Anyways, they just have players that like they showed the snaps of the defensive linemen and the defensive players, and it's all even because they're all good.
Mm-hmm. So it's the exact. I said when they showed that it's the exact same as the Eagles team that won the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. They were rotating 7 guys that were all starting caliber players,
and
like multiple Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, and they drafted their top 2 picks this year, both defensive linemen. So and they're using both of them. Where I was listening to the broadcast, and they were like, "Oh, Gregory Rousseau, they drafted him at the end of the first round. They weren't going to play him because of like injury history, like at all." And they were like, and then he just went to practice, and they were like, "We got to play this guy." So they're a great team, and it's going to be scary facing off against them if you're in the AFC.
Yep.
Speaking of the AFC, the Ravens think they won it last night because Lamar played like a quarterback. Congrats.
Yeah.
You beat a shitty Colts team, and it took overtime and a comeback win.
Yep. I mean, it's like the Lions game again, where
it's the Lions actually
beside themselves.
You got the Chiefs one.
Yeah.
You got your game.
They fumbled at the end, so even then, it's like,
oh yeah, of course,
nice job, but
like this is not going to happen in the playoffs. They know this, right? They have to know this.
Deep down, they know it. That's why they're triggered so easily.
And now it's like, at least last year and the year before, it's like, well, you had a really good running attack besides Lamar Jackson. Now it's just Lamar Jackson.
Nothing.
So
yeah, nothing.
when you get to these points and there's going to be pressure, and Marquise Brown isn't going to be open, what are they going to do? And I'm looking at, just because I'm looking at all their players, this quote from Marquise Brown: I 100% knew we were going to win. It was the freaking Colts. They're not a good team. Stop being so hyped that you beat a bad team.
I mean, just let him have it and move on.
I know. And I get it. It's Monday night, prime time. Everyone's watching. And Lamar's looked the best he's ever looked. So I will admit on that. Props to Lamar. Yep. But.
We can't make the joke this week.
Nah. He
slung it.
He slung it.
Slung it.
But, put some cold water on yourself. Relax. And, you're not going to win the Super Bowl. Sorry. Being honest. And the MVP Lamar, I guess it's starting to make sense, but it's I don't know. This team's just not going to be good enough at the end.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like they're not.
Well, I don't care if he wins another MVP. Sure, give it to him.
It'd be another running back getting. All right. Anyways, I don't know. And frankly, I don't really care. I like making the jokes and I like being mad at the Ravens for being happy, but cool, congrats. Yes, good game. Anywho, what's next? You want to talk about your team, or do you want to save it?
They're just not good. Winston looked terrible. They have no receivers.
The Hail Mary.
And they still gave up.
It literally defines the Washington
Nobody
franchise.
Jumped.
I think it defines the Washington franchise.
Just stood there. I think I would have knocked that ball down.
Someone had to. There's 11 men on
and they just kept showing it, and I was like, just jump and knock it down. They didn't move. But Heineke looked awful. That was his first really bad. I mean, Buffalo looked bad too.
Yeah, he looks.
But he's he kind of knew that he was going to be up and down. He's not a real starting quarterback clearly at this point. I think we all understand that. So he's going to have his bad games. But the fact that he played that bad and they still had a chance to win, just shows you how bad the Saints looked. Mm-hmm. I don't think, after watching this, I think the Saints are not a good, really not a good team.
Chase Young got his first sack of the season.
Yeah, good for him. I'm down on everyone. There's no one that I'm happy about. Except for Terry, I guess. But everyone else stinks. And
what's up with Curtis?
He's over. He's hurt again.
Oh.
So.
Damn.
Yeah. So they'll probably have one exciting win the rest of the season, and other than that, it's just a waste of time and nothing matters.
You started looking at quarterbacks?
I haven't yet, just because I don't care. But I haven't been this disinterested in a while, I think. Because this was the year where it was I'm going to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
And if it doesn't work out this year, then
you got your heart broken.
I might just be done.
You asked the pretty girl out and she said no, Chris. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, she not only said no, but she spat in my mouth and kicked me in the nuts. So it was.
Not only did she say no, she proceeded not to jump when Jameis Winston threw the helmet. That's really what happened.
And then the other girl I asked out got blown out at home by Iowa on a Friday night. So just
oh man.
So yeah, I don't know. I don't even I'm more interested in other games now. I'd rather.
Oh,
watch
you know what I'm ready for, Chris?
But what?
Basketball season. I'm
so ready for Maryland basketball. If Maryland basketball doesn't do well this year, it's gonna break me inside because that's all I have left. And that sounds dramatic, but
it's not the Wizards.
True.
You got the Wizards.
You
got lose mode.
I'm not trying this year because I tried last year with the Wizards and it didn't work. So I'm sitting in the stands for this one. And if they get off to a hot start, I'll be back in. Because I can get back in quickly with the Wizards.
Yeah.
And
there's a
deep
lot of
down,
games.
there's always that. Maybe they will be really. Maybe you just all
Spencer
together.
Dinwiddie, man.
It's been the last 15 years.
It's funny. I like this Wizards team more than I like a lot of the other ones, though. I feel like they actually have some good depth. Anyways, we'll get to that. That we'll have many conversations about.
That's
Anyways, that's how I was feeling with the Patriots when they were down that bad. Like, I stopped watching it. I was like, Red Zone's just gonna make me happier. I was like, I don't want to watch every play if we're just gonna get destroyed.
I cared more about the Bengals Packers game than I did. Like once they were down 2 scores, I was like, I don't even want to watch anymore.
But you know what really makes me upset is Antonio Brown. And how he's just back to just being amazing. And I guess he was never gone.
We should have seen it coming.
Oh, I know.
Like when he's playing with Brady, he's gonna be good.
Yeah, I know. And he was good last year. He was good in the Super Bowl. He was good in the playoffs. I mean, now we get to watch him kick the crap out of the Eagles on Thursday. That game. I don't even care about the Dolphins. Like, I don't want to talk about this game.
The Dolphins are so much worse. I thought the Dolphins were going to be nice this year. Maybe not nice, but like competent, borderline playoffs, and that's so. Well, I'll wear that one. They look terrible.
Coming back soon.
I don't think Tua's good.
I don't think Tua's good either. So. They wouldn't want to be trading for every other quarterback if Tua was good.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's break down.
Doesn't necessarily inspire confidence.
No, not at all. All right, some other things. Steelers, Broncos, almost a Teddy comeback. That was great.
Yeah.
I don't know. This
still sucks.
Yeah, this was already like I didn't know what to do about this game beforehand, and now the game happened, and I'm like, it doesn't change anything.
Right. Like the Broncos are still a fraudulent 3-win team. The Steelers still aren't very good because they beat a team that's not very good.
Yep. Bears, Raiders. Well, a lot of things with the Raiders. Lots of things with the Raiders. They don't have a coach anymore. You could do your own
that was something.
Why? And I feel like our opinion should just stay
very quickly.
I think our opinion should just stay as that was bad. Not good look.
That's not a good look.
Not a good look. I don't care if it's from 10 years ago or if you said it yesterday. Not a good look.
I do like how Bruce Allen got dragged through the mud again, though.
Of course,
so.
of course. I did.
Thank you, John Gruden, for that.
Yeah, of course.
It's probably Snyder the whole thing, just to
get back set up John Gruden.
Back at Bruce.
Set up John Gruden. I don't know. Especially if you're an NFL coach, if you're not gonna be if you think that you shouldn't say it in a press conference, you shouldn't say it in an email. I'll tell you that.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't go up, you're an NFL coach, if you can't go up on stage and say what you're gonna say to an email, do not say it. These things just aren't gonna bite them in the ass one day. They can just say all these things and they're just not gonna bite them in the ass.
Yes, I don't know. It's just so creepy imagining the image of old guys emailing each other back and forth.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why it's worse than if they're texting, but it's just bizarre. And then there's ESPN that's just kind of sitting back please nobody mention that he worked here for 15 years.
So please don't mention that he worked here in between the time of the email.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
it bad look. And the Raiders, I don't know where you go from here, because they were already starting to play poorly again, which was predictable.
What sucks is I liked John Gruden.
I know.
That's what sucks. Is that
he was a fun guy.
He was he was funny. He was funny. That's why he was on TV. He was funny and he was smart about football. So, well, now you're like Jay.
Yep.
Without a job. Apparently, Deuce Gruden is still on the staff, though. That must be awkward. Also, your name's freaking Deuce. I saw it and I was like, there's no way John named his kid Deuce. And then I thought about it for a second and said, yeah, he definitely named his kid Deuce.
He's exactly the type of person to name his kid Deuce.
Freaking Deuce. Anyways, the game of the week, possibly the game of the year so far. It's the Chargers, Browns.
So the Chargers are a new team because that was a game that they lose every time.
Yeah, I know.
Bet like
especially
with the
getting
mixed
dragged.
extra point.
Oh, and when they got dragged into the end zone, I was like, oh, this is the Chargers' loss. Like he got dragged in the end zone, and now they're gonna come back and win.
But yeah, I mean, like this is a game where if I'm a Chargers fan, which I don't know how many of them there actually are out there, where you're sitting there and you're like, this is a new, like, we have a shot this year. We're going to make the playoffs. We're not going to go 8-8 again. They might. And they're legit. Because I think the Browns are really good too.
I do too. I also think they're really good.
The Browns, there's a stat where the Browns were like the only team, I think it was 400 yards and no turnovers to lose a game.
The Browns are good, but the issue with the Browns is that Odell Beckham sucks. That's the issue with the Browns. They're having to throw to David Njoku, Rashard Higgins, and Donovan Peoples-Jones.
Yeah.
Because
and when you get in a shootout like that, where you have to throw the ball to stay.
And you're looking across the line and you see Keenan Allen, Mike Williams, Eckler. I mean, it's just not like you need better. You need better.
Mm-hmm.
Odell has already Odell's the player where there's been reports Baker feels pressure to throw to Odell, and I don't know. This guy's just been a problem for years. They should have gotten him.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I haven't heard anything about him though in a while. It's crazy how quickly he just kind of
fell off the face of the earth.
Faded. Yeah. But he's he's not good anymore. Sucks because he gave up a decent amount to get him. But at the end of the day, you're still 3-2. Your losses are at Kansas City and at the Chargers.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't feel bad if I'm the Browns. I just feel like there's issues with this offense where you are relying too much on the run, which is excellent, but you're relying too much on it because of your limited offensive weapons. Which, why did they even sign that Austin Hooper? They signed the biggest deal of a tight end.
That's a great question.
And then they don't even throw to him. So
I have no idea.
Weird.
It is weird.
Great game though.
Mm-hmm.
That was wait, you're right. When that extra point was missed, I was like, all right, the Chargers lose.
Here they go again.
Missed field goals and made field goals. Poor Lions. I honestly feel bad for them.
I was wondering what game you were talking about, and then that was brutal.
I feel bad for them. And
I mean, Dan Campbell cried.
I cried too. Could you imagine you have to coach a team and that's the two-way they lose? I don't think it's ever happened before that back-to-back losses were off game-winning 50-plus yarders. One of them was the record, and then the other one was like a 58, 56-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're centered.
This one especially, you thought you had the game. I guess the last one they had it won too, but this one, you got the ball back, you were dead in the water, and then all of a sudden you get the ball back. You're back. Yeah.
You got the 2-point. So you have that one. And
you knew something had to be up because the Lions would never get the 2-point.
Oh, I knew they weren't.
Had to make it work.
That was the sad part. I was like,
I saw the clock and I was like, I don't know. There's still some time left.
I was like, they're not winning this game.
It's it's Kirk Cousins, but at the same time, they're the Lions.
All right.
Maybe.
Here's my theory. If you're the Lions at that situation and you're doing it again, and you know that the Vikings are going to go down and score, do you just kick the extra point and then maybe that it's tied? They're like, hey, maybe we won't, maybe there's not as much urgency, maybe we can win in overtime. Not a bad thought. It's not great. I mean, of course you want to win the game, but
I don't know, because you're not I think the Vikings would still play it the same way.
Probably, but there's a chance that they don't.
Yeah.
And when you're the Lions, all you're looking for is a chance. Because these guys, man. And the only thing I thought of after that happened was Jared Goff has to stay here for 20 years. He needs to be the quarterback of his until he's retired in the Lions starting quarterback.
Yeah, it's awful. It really is because they look so bad in the game. The Ravens game, they look good and lost.
They look terrible.
They had hope the whole game. This game, they were dead, and it was just whatever. we look bad this game, we'll move on. And then it was, you revived just to get crushed.
Yeah. Wow, the Buccaneers.
I think everyone might have shed a tear.
Yeah, I think if you're in Michigan, you're shedding a tear that day. Buccaneers. This breaking news, actually. Buccaneers are removing John Gruden from team's Ring of Honor. Woof.
I mean, he won a Super Bowl.
I know. Look. I was gonna. Look, I get it too, and technically that was before all the emails.
Yeah, right before he was racist.
Technically before he was racist, but I get nowadays it's either whether they need to or not. It's more of a like courtesy, I guess. Not courtesy,
right?
But something that has to be done.
It's just the standard
yeah.
You're gonna get chewed out if you don't. So,
well, he did it to himself, so you can't feel bad for racists, I guess.
Yeah, I guess if you don't want people to be mad at you for being racist, then you could not be racist.
That's always a good thing.
It's pretty simple.
It is pretty simple. All right. Top 5, or we got something else? Any last thoughts that we're missing? Urban
Titans,
Meyer's,
Jags.
He's still there. Oh, I guess we do.
Hanging on. We don't need to talk. I mean,
yeah, no, we don't need to talk about it.
Jags
The thing about the Titans is Henry ever just gonna slow down at all? Like, take a chill pill, bro. It ain't that.
He's gonna. It's gonna hit him at some point, and he's gonna have to retire in like
immediately. He's gonna be hit.
Yeah.
Like, he's gonna have one bad hit, and they're like, "Well, he's never playing again."
Yeah.
Also,
I think it's gonna be like Gurley, where all of a sudden it's just like, whoa, he's done. Like his body is so worn down, he just can't do it anymore.
Also, Tannehill is not good.
Mm-mm.
And what happened is that everyone was like, "Oh, Tannehill's underrated. Do you see his stats? See his advanced stats? Tannehill's great. And then he comes in, and I don't know if the pressure got to him that people are saying that he's good, but like he's just not good.
No, he's not good.
I'm not scared of Ryan Tannehill if I'm facing him.
No. I mean, I never would have been. Always been more scared of Henry.
But he's been talked like he should be scared of.
You'd be like, oh, like look at Tannehill. He can actually beat us.
Yeah.
And now it's like you just stop Derrick Henry and you win, which easier said than done, of course. But their defense also sucks.
Yes, their defense is terrible. Why am I always in the dark? Because we start at 6, and then the sun goes
It's dark early.
Yeah, and all of a sudden it's dark. All right. Anyways, I think it's top 5 time. Let's stop talking about these games we don't care about. All right. Top 5 types of clothing, items of clothing, whatever you want to call it. And who went first last time?
I think I did. I think I had farts with the funny things.
You had farts because I had Lamar.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, so I'll go first. For my number 1 type of clothing, it's got to be a basketball jersey.
That was my number 2.
Very versatile. You can wear it with or without a shirt underneath. You can wear it with a sweatshirt underneath. You can wear it to a party. You can wear it when watching a game. I wouldn't wear it casually, like just in my room, but I could if I wanted to. You can wear it to any event. There's never like, you never look at someone and you're like, why are they wearing a basketball jersey?
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, it really does. It fits everywhere. And there's so many of them too.
That's the other thing. You can get your favorite player. And the basketball jerseys, I feel like, to me, basketball jerseys aren't as meaningful or as sentimental as, like, football jerseys, where it's like, I'm buying this because it's a cool jersey, or the player is cool. Or I'm buying it because, like, I don't even like the player that much. Either if I'm, like, a winning team, or the uniform's cool. Like, there's many, many reasons to buy a basketball jersey, other than I'm a fan of this team.
Right. And I don't care about buying a fake one.
Oh, yeah.
That's another big thing about them. And I feel like it's not that hard to find a cool one that you can wear that people will give you compliments for.
That's the other thing.
Yeah, you just got $20. I wear one. Like, that's such a cool jersey. Where'd you get it? It's like, BH Gate.
It's a compliment machine. It's a compliment machine. Also, with jerseys, we'll make our official statements right now. My official statement is that if you get rock on buying fake jerseys. Let's not give in to corporate America. Let's keep them fake. Let's keep them coming. Let's keep them cheap.
I seconded.
Cool. All right. Speaking of second, number 2, Chris.
Hoodies. Hoodies are the best. Just throw them on. I have like 20 hoodies that I wear probably. I love them all.
Different than sweatshirts.
Yes.
Wait. I say the hoodies are the ones without the zip up.
Yeah, they have hoods.
Yeah. But I'm saying like they're not zip up, pullover hoodie. That's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That is actually, it's not my number 2, but it's high up. Love hoodies. I have a million. Hey, even though I'm in South Carolina.
It's so warm still right now. Like this is mid-October.
It is ridiculous.
It needs to get cold now. Like it's time.
It needs to be sweatshirt weather. On Thursday or on Friday here, it is going to be 86 degrees.
Be 84 here.
That is ridiculous.
Horrible.
It's sweatshirt weather. Today was actually a crisp 75, but next week's looks good. Next week we're starting with 72s. That's what I'm liking.
It should be in the low 60s, upper 50s by this point.
Oh, I know.
So that bothers me because a lot of the clothes I like are cooler weather clothes.
I'm definitely a cooler weather clothes guy. All right. My number 2. Or I guess my number 3, number 2, whatever. My number 2 is a rain jacket. Love me some rain jackets.
Interesting.
I don't know why. I just think I look good in a rain jacket.
Okay.
And that's it. That's all I can tell you. I think I look good in a rain jacket. And
I just have one black rain jacket. But the look that I like to have is when I wear my white hoodie.
Yes.
And then my rain jacket over. Yes. So I've got the hoodie and the contrast of the color too. That I think I look good when I wear that.
There's you can style a good rain jacket.
Yeah, you can.
And there's good rain jackets. Like mine is just blue. But it's nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Rain jackets.
All right, that's not what I was expecting there. My number 2 said I like cold weather clothes, a good pair of sweatpants.
Once you find your pair of sweatpants, you just never want to wear anything else.
I know.
Beautiful. Once I found like the type of sweatpants I want to wear, like whether it's jogger version or like whatever the bottom is for you, it's just once you find the ones that you like, it's like I can't wear anything else.
Yeah, I like them that are like slightly tapered at the end, but not like jogger tight, but not like baggy.
No, I don't like the joggers. They're too tapered. Like the ones where it's a little bit tapered. There's like a little elastic band in there or something. Hold them. That's what I like.
Yeah. The gray, if it's gray, Nike or Under Armour, it's probably for me. And nice and fuzzy inside. I don't like the sweatpants that aren't fuzzy inside. Like that's not sweatpants.
That's not
Those are just pants.
Pointless too. Pointless.
Yeah, that's black. Like all right. This reminds me of sweat shorts, which I hope isn't on your list because I don't understand the point of sweat shorts. If it's cold enough outside for me to want the sweat material, I'm gonna wear pants anyway. Why would I wear shorts?
Are you talking like? Sorry, my pants drawer's right here, so I might as well. They're all warm. I wear them too much. I don't know. I guess it's like I don't know. I think it's just an alternate version of athletic shorts. They're not on my list. But
like if you go out to play basketball or something in sweat shorts, you're gonna be like, man, like these are hot. It's like, yeah, of course they're hot. They're sweat shorts.
Oh, I know.
Where would you ever wear them?
Literally, I think it's just to wear to class because you don't want to wear khaki shorts. That's the way you wear them. Is you wear them because
I like khaki shorts though, so
I like khaki shorts too.
I guess that would be where the divide.
I don't know. I wear my sweat shorts around the house. I wear them to class. But you're right. I don't work out in them. They have no beneficial use for them. They're to hang out in. All right. My next one was a hoodie, but you took it. So I'm going to go with I'm going to go with the football jersey.
Another jersey.
Yeah, another jersey.
Yeah,
Because,
I can't hate on that. Obviously.
No, and the football jerseys I do think are a little more personal. I think if you're wearing a football jersey, 9 times out of 10 you should be a football fan of the team.
Yeah.
Like I don't have any other jerseys from any other teams.
I have a Baker one, and I've only worn it like twice. I think I wear it sometimes when the Browns are playing the Ravens, or the Cowboys, and I'll wear it. I don't even know when else I wore. I think I wore it to a fantasy draft once. Was like it.
I think you did too. And there's also like with Baker or with I don't know with any like if I want to get a different player, it would be like because I really like the player. So it's like there's always a meaning behind it. It's not like I just have this jersey. At least I feel personally with my clothing choice.
Yeah, completely different than basketball jerseys, where it's just like I'm gonna get as many as I can.
Yes, the basketball jersey it's like a collection to me personally, where it's like I want to get as many as I possibly can.
All right, my number 3 is a ball cap. I'm a big fan. I always wake up with bedhead, so just throw on a cap and I'm out. Backwards, forwards, either way.
Yeah, I've never been a big. I was always a no cap guy when I was younger. But I've slowly grown to have more and more hats that I do like wearing. I love wearing baseball hats, like the dad hats. Those are all baseball caps, right? I can't do a snapback.
No, I don't know any snapbacks.
I wonder if I could do a snapback, but I just don't have one. But I don't know. It's not my thing. The trucker hats are nice too. The ones where it's mesh in the back. Those are nice.
Yeah, I have one of those.
I can't, dude. Look at this. Look at my light.
Where'd you go?
I know. What am I supposed to do here? I guess I could turn on my overhead light.
Do you not have like a lamp or something?
I don't know why I don't have it on. All right, we're almost done the episode. Doesn't matter. Wait, because it was light like not even an hour ago. Anyways, my next one, PJ Bottoms.
Oh, that was my next one.
Yeah. I mess up some PJ Bottoms. I go in and I like, and it gets to a point where it's like, I have one, and then I have to wash it. So I wash it like once a week, because like I'm just wearing them every night.
You don't have multiple pairs? I have the other Christmas. I asked for pajama bottoms, and I got like 5 pairs.
I used to have extra pairs, and then it's like sweatpants for me. I'm like kind of picky about which ones I like. So it's like once I find one that fits perfectly, I'm like, all right, I'm rocking with this one.
Yeah, that pajama bottoms are another one where it's like if they're not fuzzy, then get them the hell out of my face. Like they have to be fuzzy.
Mine are soft, more like soft than a fuzzy. It's like more of like I don't know. It's not like super more of like the plaid, like the old time, I guess, like plaid. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I'm not a huge fan of those. I like them to be nice and soft.
Yeah, I get too sweaty.
Fuzz.
But I know we're.
Well, I mean, it's not like I'm running around and.
Well, I know, but I like a lot of blankets too.
In the winter. You sleep in your pajama bottoms? I don't sleep in them. I just wear them around.
Oh no, I sleep in them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I also keep my room really cold, so sometimes I will need pajama bottoms and blankets.
That's also fair.
Like the Arctic tundra. Next one. Let's see. I will go with the bucket hat, which is perfect for the beach or to just wear around on, like a warm day, sun's out, slap the bucket hat on.
Maybe slap like a white one on that has a really cool logo on the front.
Yeah, cool. maybe like
2 guys.
Has the face of 2 guys that you know.
Yeah. And then
that you
they have a
religiously
podcast.
Follow.
Yeah. That you're the biggest fan of. Yeah. So bucket hats now in the store at T. But yes, that bucket hat. Personally, I never find a good use for a bucket hat unless it's like a beach.
Darties,
unless it's the wise guys pod.
Or a game, if the game if I have a bucket hat to wear that reps the team. Like I have a Maryland one that, you know what? I'll get it. I feel like this is necessary.
You're... Jesus, now you're breaking. God sakes. That's a good bucket hat.
Yes.
That's a quality darty bucket hat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that is a quality darty bucket hat.
Yep.
All
so
right.
I guess it's really this specific bucket hat.
That bucket hat.
This is my number 4.
That is number 4. And the wise guy's bucket hat. Don't
yes. Correct.
All right. My last one. Last one, right?
Yeah.
I am going to go with... I'm going to go with a nice pair of shorts. A nice khaki
athletic shorts? Oh, khaki shorts, yeah.
Nice khaki pair of shorts. The if you find like a really nice pair of shorts that fits, it puts the whole outfit together.
Mm.
Like, I have these gray khaki shorts. I'm not wearing them right now, but man, it just adds to the outfit.
Mm-hmm. I got like 3 new pairs before going to school this year. I got like a maroon pair, a gray pair, and a blue pair. And all of them are great.
Yeah. You can just throw them on whenever. Nice. Rock out with them. Hang out with them. And it's like,
they roll with a t-shirt too. It's not like you have to wear like a super nice shirt.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and that's the thing is they exemplify the t-shirt.
Mm-hmm.
They add to the t-shirt that is already there. And you could rock with it with a polo, a button down, a t-shirt, a tank top. It is literally the most versatile piece of clothing there. And you can have any type of shoe with them. You can't really have basketball shoes with them. But other than that...
You wear running shoes.
Yeah, running shoes would kind of look dumb too. I guess you have 2. 2 shoes that wouldn't really work.
All right, my last pick, I will go with the baseball jersey. Something about the buttons that separate it from the other jerseys.
What
I like them better than football jerseys.
What I don't like about the baseball jersey is that I have to wear something. Like, actually, never mind. Because I have to wear something else with football jersey. You're right.
You don't have to wear something. What do you mean wear something else with it?
Like, I got to wear a t-shirt at least.
Under it?
Yeah, under it.
Why?
Because the stitching. It's too itchy.
How sensitive is your skin?
It's a little too itchy for my liking, right? I need to call my skin a baby. Jeez.
I mean, if you have like a relatively soft jersey.
I guess I don't. I have like a brand new one, so it's like it's not worn in.
Did you get it from China?
I did get it from China.
There you go.
Yeah,
dude, those
China makes them itchier.
I have one too, and that it's itchy. Yeah. I do have to wear a t-shirt under that one.
That makes sense.
So yeah, that's.
Oh, speaking of baseball, glad you ended that with it, because baseball Brad was in full effect last night. I stood up when the Sox hit the game-winning run. Stood up, I cheered, and then I was like, even though I had no idea who was hitting, no idea, and really, it just made me feel bad. I was just like, all right, I should start paying attention to this team. Like, if I'm gonna root for their playoff wins, I should.
They're in the ALCS.
Yeah, and I'm just like, yeah, and I literally was like, I was thinking about it afterwards. I sat down after, and I was like, where are they now? I was like, where are they going? I don't even know the championship. I was like, how? And they're like, oh, and my roommate was like, oh, one game from the World Series, or one series from the World Series.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. All right, cool. So basically, the AFC Championship we're in.
Yes, that's correct. Baseball is rough right now because I feel like every team that's going to be left in the postseason, I have a bone to pick with, because the Astros are cheaters. The Red Sox manager was a coach on the Astros team. He's also a cheater. So there's the AL just wiped out. NL, it could be the Braves, and the Braves are in my division. I don't like the Braves. And it could be the Giants, and the Giants have the old Phillies manager who was disgraced and is now like the manager of the best team in the league.
What happened to the Dodgers out now?
The Dodgers are playing the Giants tonight, but the Giants are up in the series and could be over.
Right.
So I'm just praying. The Brewers are up 2-0 right now on the Braves.
The Red Sox could win the World Series?
Yeah. Houston will probably beat them.
Nah. We're gonna beat
Okay.
the cheaters. We're beating the cheaters. All right. Well, I better get my parade boats going because it's been a couple years. It's funny though. Whenever I get to be fair, I did say at the beginning of the year, I was a little bit more into baseball this year. So
Yeah,
I'm
you were for a little bit, I think.
maybe. I was hey, this whole season I paid attention to what
You went to a game.
I did go to a game. That was cool. Yeah, but baseball Brad, slowly and surely he'll get there. Well, we will have baseball segments eventually. That's all I gotta say. We'll have it eventually. But when we have them, I'll probably only know Red Sox players and the Yankees. But I'm putting in an effort.
Okay, that's good. Because we've had this conversation many times before.
Multiple. But I'm trying again. So I'm back on my bullshit. How about that?
That's good.
All right. I think that does it.
Honorable mentions?
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot about the rest of the list.
Rye Fit t-shirt.
Comfort tee.
Comfort tee.
Khakis.
Yep, that was my other one.
I like a button-down shirt.
I do too. Yeah.
What I hate about a button-down shirt
is
when the underarms is too long.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it just means I have too big of a shirt, but it's annoying.
Yeah.
What else? Jeans.
A good golf polo.
I like polos.
Love a good golf polo.
I like polos. I like polos because it's just you're just wearing a t-shirt that just has a collar.
Yeah, it looks nice, but it's
and then I like jeans. You said you had issues with jeans earlier.
I don't have issues with jeans. I just haven't worn them since second grade.
I don't like.
It's one of those things where maybe if I started wearing if I tried jeans again, I would like them. It's like apple juice. And jelly. I probably went 10 years just never eating jelly and never drinking apple juice because I didn't like it when I was a kid.
Oh, I'm sure there's.
Now I'm like, it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of stuff.
I like apple juice and peanut butter and jelly are good. So jeans are in that category that I haven't tried since.
That's fair.
I was very young.
No, I think everyone has, maybe not everyone, but a good amount of people have a stint where they just don't wear jeans for multiple years. I think from middle school to maybe senior year of high school, I just didn't wear jeans.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom would always be like, "You want to get some new jeans?" And I'd be like, "No, mother, I don't want jeans."
Do I look like I want new jeans?
And then I was like, "You know what, Mom? Fine, I'll get some jeans." And they're not bad.
My mom or my grandma haven't asked in a long time if I want new jeans.
Because
I might have burned that bridge.
Yeah, the jean bridge might be gone. You ever had a denim jacket? Look, if you're wearing no denim jackets, just not allowed.
No,
just not for me. All right, I think that does it. Do you have any honorable mentions? We got to give athletic shorts a shout out.
Yeah, athletic shorts definitely
carried everyone through middle school.
And Nike socks. I'll throw on there too, just because I wear them a lot.
Yeah.
Although actually recently I've been wearing more Under Armour socks.
I'm a big socks guy.
These Under Armour socks that I'm not going to show them, but they're more comfortable than the Nike ones by a lot, actually. Way softer.
I gotta let you in on a secret. Reebok socks are where it's at.
Really?
Oh hell yeah! They are.
I didn't even know that Reebok.
They are by far the comfiest socks I've ever had.
All right then.
All right. Breaking news: Seahawks are working out Blake Bortles. Yes.
I saw it 2 hours ago.
Well, it was 2 hours ago, but we didn't say it a lot. Breaking for us. All right.
Yeah.
Anyways, good pod. See you guys Friday. Let us know.
Not Thursday night. I know that.
Definitely not Thursday night.
Doing that again.
Even if that's the last thing we can do, we're just not even going to do it anymore.
Nope.
Thursday night is banned. They're banned.
Cursed.
All right.